Hi, my name is Lisa from Core Connect Pilates in Surbiton. Welcome to our online series of videos to help you practice at home at your own pace and your own time. This video is about torso stabilisation, giving support to your spine through movement. The level of this session is for beginner to intermediate. Please feel free to do as little or as much as you feel comfortable. The session is working with your breath. And for one of the exercises, you may want to have a towel available. Let's begin. So gently rolling down onto your mat or the floor. And let's start with the breath. So take a nice breath in and then breathe out. As you breathe in, notice where the breath goes. And as you breathe out, notice how the belly button falls. Again, taking a nice breath in. And as you breathe out, notice and feel that nice connection in your lower abdominals, your pelvic floor. One more time. When you're ready, take your hands behind your head to give your head support. And we start by bending the elbows in towards the body. And as you breathe out, turning the ribs and then gently releasing, opening the elbows out to the side. Again, taking the elbows forward, turning your ribs, breathing out, and then gently rolling back down. So work with your own breath. As you breathe out, curl up. And breathe in and gently open. Breathing, turning the ribs, and then just gently releasing. If you want to, the next time, bring the elbows in, breathe out, take the arms forward, reach towards the ankles, bring the hands back to support the head, and release down. Again, breathing out, curling through, reaching. You may want to support and gently pull yourself up a little bit further. Gently release down, support your head, and release. Breathing out to curl up, reaching forward, just curling that a little bit more, gently releasing and lowering down. Elbows come in, turning the ribs, reaching, taking that flexion a little bit higher and coming back down. And last one. Elbows come in, breathe out, curl just that little bit more, bring the arms back down and release. We're now going into side to side. So again, we start by turning the ribs and then rotating the spine, coming back to center and down. Supporting the head, curling the ribs adding a rotation of the spine and coming back down to release. Breathing out. Notice through the rotation of the spine that as you move across the body, one side of your body lifts, the other side of your body gently drops. Support the head, curl, rotate, come back to the center and release. You can do as many or as little of this exercise as you feel. Opening, coming back to center, releasing, and last one. And gently releasing. Bringing the arms back by the side of the body. Like in the spine mobilization video, we're going into bridging. So we're going to invite the pelvis to roll back, peeling the spine away from the mat, sending the knees over the toes, and then just gently rolling back down. Lengthening the spine along the mat and gently releasing the pelvis. Again, sending the knees over the toes, feeling the heaviness in your feet, lifting the pelvis up, breathing out, and then gently rolling the spine down one at a time. Now you may want to continue with this exercise, or we add more challenge. So here we come up into bridge. My feet are heavy, my arms are heavy, and I'm going to press down into my right foot. And as I press into my right foot, I'm just going to invite my left foot to come away from the mat. Pressing down now into my left foot, my right foot gently comes away from the mat. Feeling the heaviness in my right foot. If I want to add a bit more challenge, I bring the knee in towards the chest. Pressing down into the left, creating that lovely floating up of the right knee. Think about the level that's right for you. And if you'd like more challenge, we can go into a lovely leg extension. Bringing the foot back down. It's that lovely energy that you feel in the right foot that floats the left foot up. Can you keep the pelvis nice and supported? Reaching and lengthening, coming back down. I'm softening into my ribs and my shoulders and my head. Coming back down and again. Breathing out and breathing in. One more on each side. And coming down. And down. And just roll the spine down one vertebra at a time. You may want to hug your knees into your chest and just have a little roll side to side, or stretch out. Take your feet and your arms away from the body. Coming into the 100, we breathe in for 5 counts, we breathe out for 5 counts. And there's different level options. Pick the one that's right for you. You may want to support your head, roll through the ribs and come up. Maybe take one arm away and pump the arm up and down. Maybe take both hands away, pumping up and down. Breathing in for 5, breathing out for 5. Adding more challenge by lifting one leg. Maybe adding more challenge by lifting the other leg. Breathing in and breathing out for 5 counts. Breathing in and breathing out. If you'd like more challenge, please be careful. Extend the legs away from the body. Breathing, 5 in, 5 out. And more challenge, we lower the legs and we lift the legs. And we lower the legs and we lift. This is a really challenging exercise, so please be careful that you support your back and that we have no popping of the abdominals. You're nearly there. Hug the knees in, relaxed. Really, really nice. Well done, everyone. The next exercise is the roll up. It's a very challenging exercise and I'll give you different level options, and this is where you may want to use the towel. Take the arms above the head. I really enjoy taking my arms above my head, stretching the front of my body. I'm going to gently lift my arms up, keeping my shoulders nice and heavy. And then as I breathe out, I'm going to peel my spine away from the mat. Here is where you may want to use the towel to place behind your back. And then you just gently roll your pelvis back. You're opening through your hips. You're gently imprinting the spine down. Arms come up. And I enjoy a circle of my arms. Chin comes in. And coming forward. Lifting up through the spine, sitting nice and tall. Rolling the pelvis back. Sending the sit bones towards the heels. Arms come up and over. I circle my arms around. Breathe out and I lift up and forward. Don't worry if you can't touch your toes. Again, gently. And if you can only go this far, that's fine. And then roll up and forward. Lovely. Just be careful in this exercise that if the legs lift, you don't want to go all the way down. Just go as far as you can to keep the legs nice and heavy to come up and forward. A couple more. Taking your time, breathing out, rolling the spine. Shoulders are nice and heavy, arms come up, circling, curling, lifting my spine. And last one, drawing the shoulders down, sending the sit bones towards the heels, rolling, control. And I'm working with the pace. Of my breath. Lovely. We're going into side bend. So we're bringing the legs together, placing the left hand down slightly away from the shoulder. So I want to begin by lifting my arm up and going into a side bend. Coming back to center, feeling the weight drop into my right arm and coming over. Again, very similar to the spine mobilization video, but here we're going to add some more effort into the movement. So you may want to stay at this level. Think about elongating the spine, bringing the head, the ribs on top of the pelvis, feeling the weight. So the next level is I take my leg out and I come up. Dropping my pelvis gently down, hand comes down, arm comes over. I'm encouraging my breath to breathe in as I move, breathe out, slide my leg away, lift my pelvis up, and I'm using my left knee to give me support. Coming through, control, and over. Breathing in, gently press the hand down, take the right leg out. I'm pressing down through my left knee, my right foot, my left hand, lifting my hips up and coming back down. If you'd like to take this to the next level, as I come down, I take my right foot out, my left foot out, and I bend and come over, lifting my hips up towards the ceiling and coming back down. Again, breathing out and gently releasing. Breathe. I'm encouraging the outside of my body to lengthen and the inside of my body to shorten. Can we do one more? Really nice. Gently coming down, releasing, and let's do the other side. So just bringing the legs together, right hand comes down, feeling the heaviness in my right hand, my left arm comes over, I come back to center, head, ribs, pelvis, and creating a shape, a bend in my body. And I'm breathing out as I come over. Breathing in, back to center. And I'm always encouraging my spine and the movement to do more. I'm never forcing. Taking my time. Next level, if you want. Take the leg out, come up and over. Good. And then coming back down, gently and over. Lifting, finding my hand, my leg, and I can feel my left foot, my right knee, giving my body also support. Opening through the left side, shortening through the right. And bending. And maybe you would like to try both legs and lifting my hips up, bending and coming back to that neutral position. Breathing out. And coming back. more. And then gently bending that knee to come back down. Here we're going into spine rotation. If you find the sitting position challenging, take some books or a block and sit yourself up. Taking the legs, don't have to be too wide, but in a nice comfortable position. And I want to begin by feeling my sit bones. So I can feel my left sit bone, my right sit bone. And I'm just allowing my spine to lift, keeping my head on top of my ribs and my pelvis. If we relax the hands across the body, I'm going to begin by rotating to the left and then coming to center and rotating to the right. And as I move from left to right, I'm not trying to control it. I'm just feeling a nice ease. I just want to release, get some movement into my spine. I can take my hands into a Cossack position, keeping my head in the middle of that frame. As I rotate from the left to the right, I'm breathing in, and I can feel my waist muscles working. My legs are relaxed and my spine is nice and long. Taking the arms out, adding that rotation through my spine, keeping my arms in my peripheral eyesight. Coming through. And if you can, we're now going into the saw, where we add a rotation and slight forward bend, lifting up, opening the arms. So as I lift up, I rotate, I bend forward. My hand comes towards my foot, my other arm slides behind. So as I reach back with my arm, the other arm is reaching forward. Lifting, opening, coming through. One more. Sit bones staying nice and heavy, lifting and coming through. Really, really nice. Nice, coming through. The last exercise we're going to do is coming onto our hands and knees. So as I come into quadruped, my hands are underneath my armpits, my knees are underneath my hips, and my spine's in neutral. And if I'm unsure if I'm in neutral, if I just round my spine, release my spine, and come somewhere in the middle, that's about neutral. We're going to begin by taking opposite arm to leg away from the body. So I'm going to start by taking my right arm up and my left leg back. And as I begin with this exercise, I may want to keep my foot on the floor. As I become more stable or feel more stable, I can start to take that leg a little bit higher. I encourage an exhalation coming in. My head is quiet with my spine and gently coming breathing out and breathing in, lengthening away from my body, coming back to center. Coming back in. If you're comfortable, stay at this level. If you want more challenge, we're going to take the legs back and open through the hips. I'm going to gently take my body weight forward and then back, coming forward and back. Again. And then holding this position, lifting one leg and lowering, and then the other leg. And in. Pressing down through my right foot to lift my left, and then left foot to lift my right. Trying not to lift through the hips. Last one. And back. Drop down onto the knees. Sit back and stretch it out. And little movement side to side. Nice. And then uncurl through your spine. Hope you enjoyed the session. If you have any questions, please let me know, email, Facebook, Instagram, and have a lovely day.